the influences on kind of what she's bringing out into the world right now, the kind of things that are going on with her. And in addition, that this whole issue with April Mason, I want to get at that, all right, because that shit has been blowing up. And shout out to the lead attorney if you're there, right? Did a phenomenal breakdown along with Kevin Samuels. Also did a breakdown too as well. Because here's the thing. When you hear the stuff about all these dating coaches, right? Oh, I'm tired of dating the women. I'm done. The women are too hard. When I hear stuff like that, man, when it runs through guys like me in my head, I'm just sitting there like, okay, wait a minute, time out. Because you have to understand to a certain degree, especially if you're dealing with women and their dating standards, modern women, you have to understand to a certain degree that most modern women are like this, right? So that's how it is, because you get that type of clientele, the kind of people who can't get men, right? They come to you, Miss Mason. All right. So, all these dating coaches, these female dating coaches, all of a sudden coming out saying, I'm done. I can't help y'all. Y'all too entitled. All right. I always look at it with a side eye because I'm just like, this whole entire time, you mean to freaking tell me that when you was working with them, when you were taking their money and whatnot, all of a sudden, that was cool, right? All the shit that you done seen, the crazy, outrageous, demands and, standards that they had set, all of that, right? It was cool, taking the money. And when I hear stuff like that, I always like to think, well, what the hell changed? Like, real talk, what changed, right? Because the women are still going to be there. They're going to definitely need the help, right? They're going to need their help to basically, for you to help them find men. That's what you're supposed to do, right? So you're done dealing with women and you come into this space, right? The Manosphere space, right? In this area, right? You see what's going on, because the let's just face it, all that shit done dried up. All the money, I won't even say the money that dries up, because women, I'm telling you, when it comes to the stuff like this, especially in the economy, they'll spend, right? But it just got to mean something to them. But this is a case of her basically in her shit that she's been spewing to all this women, kind of like Derrick Jackson. Y'all remember Derrick Jackson, right? How many of y'all remember Derrick Jackson? What the hell happened to him, right? Just like all of that situation, your shit doesn't work. All the stuff that you're telling women, right? Your shit doesn't work, because in order to be respected in that space, meaning actually being able to deliver on the quote unquote promises, right? Because people respect results, right? You actually have to be producing results. But what do we find when people go into these different spaces, right? Especially when they go into the female spaces and they try to, try to help women as dating coaches and stuff like that, right? It's a lot of pandering. It's real talk, right? The female mafia out here, it is real. All right. So you see a lot of pandering in that situation. And what ends up happening is the women who are actually supposed to be getting help, they're not getting said help that they're supposed to be getting. So that's a big problem. And then you come on over to this space, because I'm not saying that, the men ain't got problems too. Oh, hell, we got problems here. Matter of fact, we call out them same dudes with them same problems over here on this channel. We ain't got no problems with that. The thing is, and it's very important, there are a lot of vulnerable males in this space. A lot of vulnerable males who, they get weak in the knees when they hear a woman come up and say things that they want to hear, right? Similar to other women in those dating spaces that love the fact that you tell them the Derrick Jackson is bullshit, right? So you come over here, because we got a lot of vulnerable males, that becomes a problem. Because this is what I rail against, especially in this space, right? And you guys wonder why I'm so hard on the man and whatnot. I'm so hard on guys, because y'all got to get y'all minds right. Do you know how easy it is for y'all to get fooled? Real talk. Do you know how easy it is for y'all to get fooled? Because you guys are so goddamn desperate. You guys, and this is, I'm not saying this is through majority of you guys are fault of your own, right? You guys don't know better, a lot of you, right? You've been taught the wrong things. I get it. Oh God, I get it. I appreciate it. I get it, right? But what ends up happening is, if you're weak in the mind and you're basically ripe for people like April Mason, right? For people who are looking for high value or great value brothers, all right, sisters out here, right? They're gonna fall victim to women like her, right? Because that's what it is. if they're gonna do that to men who don't even know what the fuck they're talking about in this space, oh shit! Imagine what happens when someone like April Mason comes in and starts talking that ish, right? And that brings me to my second part of the story in the show today, people. We're gonna be talking about April Mason. How many of y'all know what's going on with April Mason right now? In the Manosphere space, she is bumming right now, all right? Everybody knows what she's all about, right? And recently, April Mason, right, she basically came out and said, if you guys don't know, by the way, she's a dating coach, like a little, you know, what are we talking? A female dating coach, right? And what she does, kind of like, first of all, if y'all don't know April Mason, think Derek Jackson, right? The rise and fall, right? Same thing, except for I don't know what happened in her personal life, but we gonna get into some of that too. All right, we're gonna get some good old fashioned exposing today too. All right, so listen, April Mason basically used to be a feminine coach for women, right? So it was one of those things, you know, teaching women femininity and all this crazy stuff. And she recently basically came out, you know, on Instagram in the post talking about something. I'm done. I can't help y'all. Well, she's talking about black women, right? I can't help black women no more. Y'all too entitled. Y'all too much. It's so hard. Y'all will never find a man. Right? And the last person we hear that said that, you know, got a lot of views, got a lot of accolades. And here's the problem, right? The problem I see in this manosphere space is that a lot of dudes out here, y'all desperate. Yeah, I said it. Y'all great value dudes over here are desperate. Y'all so goddamn desperate, a freaking walking, talking fraud with a goddamn box can come up here and she just got to say the right things and all of a sudden y'all in love. Oh, she's saying what we're thinking, right? Everybody shouting her out and saying, oh, we've been vindicated, man. Look, a woman doesn't want to work with other women because this is what we've been talking about. Here's the thing, right? Some of those guys are those great value simps, not over here, right? Because we over here, we don't fuck with great value simps, all right? Y'all can take that nonsense over there. But then it come to find out, oh, well, listen, there may be an ulterior motive to that, right? And that ulterior motive, well, it goes to what I said before, the money. Think about it, man. What does Derek Jackson and some of these female gurus, especially when they focus on the black community, especially with black women, because that's one thing I can say that's different between a black manosphere here with the guys and the woman's sphere or women's sphere or we sphere or whatever the fuck you want to call them, right? The difference is most guys here in the space, they genuinely want to help guys, right? Now, obviously, we got the April Masons over here in this space, right? Not her. I'm talking about the male version of her, like Fresh and Fit, right? And Donnie Boys. All right, we got those guys. Those are the male version of April Mason, right? They come in here, they spew lies, they spew bullshit just to take your money. The exact same thing, right? April Mason goes into these other spaces, right, for the women and tells black women what black women want to hear. And she raked in the dough. See, listen, just like we talk about there's barely any help for black men out here, there ain't no help for black women. Even your own, some of y'all who are talking about y'all friends, y'all not even friends like that. There is no help out here for y'all. All these women that y'all like caping for and fighting for and doing all this crazy shit, they're not here for you. They're here for them pockets, them purses. That's what they're here for. So once they're done taking your money and you're not getting the results that you're supposed to be getting after the promises and the pandering that she's been doing, right? Well, shit. Like any charlatan con man, it's time to get the fuck out of here. I'm gone, right? This is why we got to pay attention to what's happening in the space. And what's happening in the controversy is, though, what kicked this whole thing off, right? Why April Mason is in the news right now, in the Manosphere space, right? Why she's making some rounds, because she was on the lead attorney show, and she went on the stream on the lead attorney. First of all, shout out to the lead attorney, man. Like, real talk, this guy's been having some dope ass conversations. He's been his channel's been blowing up. Y'all go show some support, man. Lead attorney is on something. He is on a mission. That's what it is. So April Mason actually was talking to Donnie Boy on that same live stream, y'all. So some interesting things being dropped there. But later on, she comes onto the live. And she ended up, talking her talk, because after this whole thing went viral, after this whole thing popped off, right? Everybody they wanted to talk to her, right? They want to know what was going on. right? What's happening? Right? Let's talk about it, right? You saw reaction videos after reaction videos. Everybody was talking, right? And then she got on the lead attorney show. And when she got on the lead attorney show, well, guess what? Just like the mask was slipping for Brittany Renner, the mask was also slipping for April Mason. And it was what she said, right, that triggered a lot of things for not only for a lot of people who didn't really know her, but they understand the Manosphere space very well. But a lot of people who did know her, especially know her past and what she's done, particularly to black men or said about black men, they decided, well, we don't like the fuck what's happening right now. We don't like what the fuck she's talking about right now. So we're going to call her out. And they were doing that in the chat, but Lee didn't see it. But what essentially happened is he gave her the rope. And basically, she kind of hung herself with it. And basically, it's what it is. I'm going to tell you right now, AP Mason, right? You better take that Rebecca Lynn Pope bull out of here. We don't want it. We don't want it. You may be able to go hang out with Myron Gaines. Go hang out with the Myron Gaines of the world, okay? Go be on their podcast. There's a lot of dudes who would love to hear what you got to say. I tell you that right now. But this shit, there's a tweet right here. Y'all, or the Instagram post right here. Y'all can see it. Y'all can see it for yourself. After 10 years of helping women in this area, 10 years, a decade, people, right? It's time to move on. I've had dozens of sex stories from women who are now married, engaged, or dating high-caliber men. My track record speaks for itself. I don't know what your track record is. Well, hopefully it works. But we'll listen to some of her dating tips, too, because I want to know. I did my little research, too. Don't get me wrong. I had to know what the rage was all about. I had to find out for myself, people. All right, because I'm not like some of these dudes that just come out here and just talk. All right, I like to pay attention to who I'm talking about, right? I like to look into themselves a little bit just to make sure that what I'm saying and what I'm telling y'all makes fucking sense. Now, doesn't it? So her record, I don't see it, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll know how you've been helping women. However, the majority that come to me have unrealistic expectations. The selfishness, fake everything. Think they should have been chosen because they have a vagina and good looks. The entitlement, just me not knowing the difference between being a woman and a wise woman. Yeah, she's a wise woman, all right. Not wise enough to see the bullshit that she was going to get herself caught up in going on a lead attorney. How the hell? Listen, as a black person, I wouldn't willingly go talk to a lawyer for nothing. All right, you're going to have to drag me into that room. Nothing against you, lead. You different. You cool. We'll talk. But listen, you ain't going to pay me money to go talk to a lawyer. Hell no. Nah. The fuck I need to talk to a lawyer for right now? Unless I'm going through some bullshit, I don't need to. But you willingly went on his show. And what happened. And we about to pay attention right now, okay? So this is after she got the call. And she knew that the lead attorney was doing a live on her. And she decided to pop in. Let's take a look.
Been helping women for over 10 years and some of the things that you had encountered. But, we can read this.
Let's skip ahead.
Business, but they couldn't get a quality date to save their lives. So I started a matchmaking service back.
Or what you've been doing for Black women for so long, and then kind of the things that you've seen as time has gone on, some of the problems that you've encountered.
Well, one of the thing is I have been.
Small business owners, use Melio to send and receive ACH payments.
Happen to be one that can hear the male and the female. And normally when there's a conference, all male conference, April Mason is normally on the panel of men because I can translate what the men are saying to the women and what the women are trying to say to the men. So it was just a gifting that happened. And I started seeing how we were shifting. So see, I'm one of those people that believe that.
Pay attention. She started to see that she was shifting, right? So you were talking to women all this time, and now you start to see that things were shifting. Y'all want to know what she saw that was shifting? Y'all want to know? Y'all really want to know? Primal says no audio. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear the video? Can y'all hear it? Hold up. Let me figure this out. Let me know. I'm gonna take it off and I'm going to put it back on again. Let me know if y'all can hear it. I'm going to make sure the audio is working. Hold up. Hold on. Because we got to get into it. I'm hot. I'm hot right now. I am hot, people. All right. So she's explaining the whole reason why she got into it. She said something. I sensed something in the air. Something was changing. She sent the change, all right? And it wasn't the shit that black women were talking about. The change she was talking about is where the money was flowing. Because guess what? The Manosphere is growing so well that even the women are coming over here to learn from other men. Because the men are going to be unbiased, right? We saw her post after 10 years. I'm tired of dealing with this black women after 10 years. 10 years of you lying by omission by telling these women what they wanted to hear, and instead of being upfront and letting them know. And the reason why women like you, right, men like Derek Jackson's are such snakes is because you guys know what's wrong, but you willingly do that because of money. That is the definition of a psycho, all right? Maybe it's not the actual definition, okay? It's not the Webster's or anything like that, but goddamn, this is fucking nuts. It is nuts. So for 10 years, you've been pandering, lying, and taking their money. And guess what? Like I said before, like any good con artist, what happens in the stories of old, right? The con man comes into town, tricks everyone into buying into whatever scheme he's got, and then boom, once he's conned everyone, right? Confidence con, right? He takes off and leaves for the next town. Same thing with April Mason, right? We come there, we con a lot of black women. All right, we're done. Move on to the black man. There's a lot of Sims over here. You got to find them. I got to get that paper for sure. All right, she's seen that Donnie Boy money. She's seen the Fresh and Fit money. She want in. All right, so you're going to put up a post. That's the easiest way to get in now. Easiest way to get in. You got to get your hands on the shit, right? But also, what we're starting to find out is that there's an awakening happening. And that awakening is a lot of goddamn modern women right now. A lot of them. Not the younger ones. The other younger ones, like I said before, there's some demon timing right now. For those of you guys who don't date as much, right? You don't talk to as much girls, right? Once you the ideal range, if you're going to start dating, especially if you're a man, right? If you're a man and let's say you're in your early 30s, right? Late 40s or not late 40s, late 30s, early 40s, right? You want to be looking at someone who's 25 because at least at that point in time, most women, they start to come into their senses a little bit and like, well, maybe I do want something more. Because typically you're done with the whole high school, you're done with the whole college shit, right? And now when you're looking out in the world, then people aren't as together anymore, right? Because high school and college, that's really when you find your pool of people you can deal with, right? The high school sweetheart, the people that meet in college. That's where you're going to find the pool because there's never going to be another time where you're going to be put in a situation where there are other men and women around. There's not going to be there unless you go to like some kind of event or something like that, which most of y'all should be doing. But the age of 25 is the limit, right? Because before that, there's some demon time. I'm not saying all the girls out there, who are under the age of 25 don't have that, mature mentality, but that's what I'm seeing. Like my physical experience, I'm seeing it. Most of them, young ladies are on demon time. 10 years teaching them, pandering to them, not giving them the right messages. Now you're packing up and going home. Why? Because they're coming over here. Manosphere is growing. They're realizing, hey, these dudes ain't got no problem telling us what's wrong with us. So let's go figure out what's wrong with us. And some of them, when they hear the truth, right, when they call on the Kevin Samuels, all right, they calling on, some of these other shows, right, or they come in and listen in on some of these other guys in the Manosphere who are talking about the situation and issues. Well, they're realizing, holy shit, first, the news hurts when they first come in. It hurts, especially when you go on Kevin Samuels, right, or watch him. But when you actually pay attention and start listening, you start to realize there's a lot of truths, lots of factual information. And some of the women that decide to sit and listen through all the truth telling, right, they get it. They understand it, all right? And I say not all of them, because some of them, they on some demon timing like her. She knows what's happening. I mean, look at her. Just look at this woman, right? Look, she even got it, right? Feminine woman nutritional facts, right? Where have y'all seen the same kind of energy? Y'all remember 360 Blessings, right? Y'all remember when Abba came on and we had 360 Blessings on? What was in the back of his whiteboard, right? It was something like no simping or something like that, right? Around the whiteboard, right? And we all know 360 Blessing was a Fresh and Fit stand, right? He ended up debating Abba on the show here. And it went as well as you as much as you would expect it to go, right? It didn't go that well, but it basically, he had that, displaying what I got. What is you talking about over here? because ain't nothing about you, lady. There's nothing here feminine. There's nothing. So let's go ahead and continue.
Wait, I don't even know your first name. What's your first name?
Just lead. You can call me the lead attorney.
Okay, Lee. So, Lee, what happened was I started noticing how we as women started to become
your audio sounds great. If you could stay right there.
Right there? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay right here.
Yes.
I noticed that as women, women started to become the type of men that they were seeking.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna get the premium.
Payments
all right, I got the premium.
free.
I got the
Melio
premium.
is an online bill.
I got the premium for my personal account. I don't have it for this one. But
And what happened was
wait. Let me just pause that for a second, because that's D. You just said it like it was nothing, but hold on. You're saying women started to become the men that they were seeking. That's deep, right?
Yes. And so what happened was I was never raised in the strong, independent Black woman, household. That was
cap. hey, if y'all believe that shit. If y'all believe that she was never raised, I say cap. All right, I say cap because what I'm seeing here, this got modern woman independent written all over it. Listen, you can hide from dummies with your words, right? But from the real ones who understand how to look beyond the words that people are trying to string along, right? And they see the way people are wearing the real selves on their sleeves. Okay, ain't nothing, man. Come on.
Was not me. My mother, actually, it was the other way around for me. My mother actually married a man that could not honor her femininity. So what I did in turn was I went extremely hard because I'm like, man, this fool, he played her. He did not treat her right. And my mother, I thought she was passive, not realizing she was what a feminine woman is. She just married a man that was not equipped to handle what came with that type of a woman. So I used to look at my mom.
Time out. Listen, feminine women are easy to handle. So even for guys who are pieces of shit, matter of fact, it's even easier if they were. So I'm just trying to say, if she was trying to apply the man that her mama was with was a piece of shit, even the guys who are a piece of shit know how to handle freaking good women well, right? But the good men also know how to handle good women well if they're actually feminine, right? So I'm not gonna disagree with that. I'm not gonna. Commander Junior says, "What the hell? I don't even know, bruh. Like, what is this? Like, everything is a character, bruh. This woman is comical, right? So I'm sorry, bruh. Listen, if I was a woman, maybe I'm thinking it from a man's perspective. But if I were to walk in her office and she had this on, what you gonna teach me how you gonna teach me how to get a man? How you gonna teach me how to get a man looking like this? All right, but listen, I got my masculine vein in mind, so I don't know. But let's continue.
As really soft at first, right? And
for those guys just coming in, she's talking about her supervillain origin story right now.
To my own understanding of what was actually, going on. So with that, I started getting into the dating space. My very first YouTube video on dating and femininity was back in 2010 or 11. So when everybody said, you the female this, you the female, no, I'm the only April Mason. I've been in this for a very long time. No comparison needed. Let us all have our own platforms. But what happened was I started to notice that women were more and more successful in business, but they couldn't get a quality date to save their life. So I started a matchmaking service back in 2012, baby. I closed it in 2013 because the expectations were so unreal. And what was happening was women were thinking, they were looking at themselves and they weren't doing a panoramic view of themselves. It's equivalent to when I was married, and I got married in my 20s and divorced in my 30s. And I didn't realize that I was in a bad marriage until one day, or that I was depressed until one day, Lee, I actually walked in Walmart and I walked across the mirror, past the mirror, and I'm only 5'3", 5'4".
That's how we love them over here. We love the short women over here. We don't like them 5'10".
I'm a shorty. I'm a shorty over here. Normally my license say 5'4", but I walked past the mirror and I noticed I had got up to a size 16. Now, all my life, I've been a size 6'8", even now. But it goes to say that's what I start seeing with women. They weren't realizing what was going on with them. See, I wasn't in tune enough with me to realize, April, you're not wearing jeans anymore. You're wearing jeggings.
Pay attention to that. When I talk about the blind, hold on. When I talk about the blind leading the blind, this is what I'm talking about. For 10 years, you didn't realize that your life was running away from you, right? The weight was gaining and all that. Meanwhile, you were teaching all of these other women out here how to be something that you're not. This is the problem, people. April Mason, this is what we're talking about. So you yourself already had issues you were dealing with. You had problems, but you out here teaching and coaching other women, right, who basically are, I don't know if they found success. I don't know if they did it, but clearly you couldn't recognize yourself while you were teaching other people who couldn't recognize themselves. The blind leading the blind. People who aren't actually living the lifestyle that they're trying to promote. That's what we're talking about. People who are not who they say they are. That's what we're talking about. So even here, like, and lead, shout out to you, man, because you don't, but see, just listen to this. I'm just like, what are you talking about? What in the hell is she talking about? How are you teaching people and you not even yourself what you're trying to teach people? The hell? Come on.
You're not looking at, you're wearing a medium, small, you used to wear a small, medium shirt, but now you're wearing an extra large and a 2X. So what we do is we still hold that image of ourselves as we want to see it, but we don't realize we're not as dope as we think we are.
Right.
And so I had to take a moment and say, wait a minute.
And she's right there.
And I guess about myself. April, you become what I call a lard ass, is what I have become. And I said, okay, what do I need to do to shift this? I needed to get a divorce because I should have never been married in the first place. Learn how to love.
Time out. What do I need to do to fix the fact that I'm gaining weight and I'm not the kind of woman, I'm no longer the it girl. I need to do something. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to divorce my man. Look at Lee's face. Look at Lee's face, dog. Look at this dude's face. Look at his brother. Oh, Jesus. Oh, he knows. This is when he knew. This is when he knew that this bitch fucked up. That's what she did, bro. Like, I heard this. I say, whoa. I was screaming. I said, wait, time out. How the hell is the first thing do you do as self-empowerment while you're, meanwhile, guys, she is teaching other women, by the way, right? Coaching other women, by the way, during this time period. So you yourself, you're not the kind of woman because you still thought you were the shit. Turns out you're not, right? You yourself, not that girl. You teaching other women to be girl or type of woman that you're not. And then on your way to discover, because I'm going to give you credit, April Mason. I'm going to give you credit, right? You discovered the fact that you were a lard ass. That was her words, not me. She said that he was a lard ass, right? So the first thing you do is you divorce your husband and go do that. Now, I don't know the personal situation going on with that, right? All I'm saying is, listen, in this day and age, when we're trying to understand what the relationship dynamics between men and women and how that's working, you can't be out here doing that, bro. You can't be out here doing that and then teaching women to do that. That's just basically what it is. Let's continue. I just thought it was funny. I just thought that was weird, dog. I really did, right? Because the one thing would be, listen, my marriage was horrible. I went through some struggle times and I went some great times and some bad times. But what essentially is me and my man, we worked on it. We here. Even Derek Jackson, right? And this is where I give Derek Jackson's girl props and Derek Jackson, right? I'll give him props, right? Because Derek Jackson came out, turned around. What do you call it? Derek Jackson, when he turns out that all that shit happened, right? Wife still stayed with him, all that, even though we all thought, everyone knew he was a piece of shit, right? We all knew that he's out here. All the guys knew it at that bat. Listen. The easiest way a guy would know is if a dude comes out fully caping and not letting you ladies know what is up, this dude's on some demon time. We knew, at least the real dudes knew. They already knew what Derek Jackson was all about, right? So I'm sure his wife already knew what it was all about. She probably knew something was up, right? But the fact of the matter is, they're still together, right? So if he wanted to rebrand himself, be like How I Survived My Marriage, right? He'll come out with another book, sell to y'all. That's what he's gonna do, right? Point of the matter is, relationship is work. It is. It doesn't matter how bad things get. When you get married, for rich, for poor, for better or for worse, sickness and in health, Am I missing something here?
Love myself more so that when it was time for me to remarry again, I could choose a better partner. So that's how I really got really heavy into this work, because I actually went through it.
Yeah.
And so, except from the strong part, I didn't come from a bunch of strong, independent women like that. I came from more of the feminine woman household. Although, I had maybe one or two aunts that was a little but overall, my overall upbringing was with more of the feminine energy woman that I looked at as something being weak, not realizing they just chose the wrong men to choose to cover them. The men that they chose could not cover them. And so for me, when I quit, me quitting was 2 years in the making. Wow. And I'll tell you this, over the last 2 years, although, people say, why would she close if she was, making money? No, it's very lucrative. Put it like this. I'm going to keep it at 1,000 with you. If you ever want to make a lot of money, join the dating industry and give women fluff. You see?
Hey, she's 100% honest. I mean, we just got done talking about it. She is 100. Listen, she took them glasses off. She took it off. I'm gonna be real 100%, right? We already knew it. Once the glasses come off, she's gonna be 100% real. And Z Cruz, see here. I think this is great. All right, I think this is great because I'm about to show you exactly what you're missing. The glasses came off, so did the mask. Pay attention.
Derrick Jackson. We all know Derrick Jackson making bank.
I mean, it's not, because you got to remember, these women, a lot of these women, not all, of course, when I say these women, I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking from an experience of over 10 years of this, them from all different ranges, So it's safe to say, for me to say, that when women came to me, they didn't come to me to become better. They came to me for a better, for access to a better penis. That's what they came to me for. So one of my best friend told me, he said, April, you don't have to disconnect or divorce yourself from their results. But I'm like, nah, man, because this worked. It worked for me. It worked, because I'm all excited. I'm like, yes. Girl, if you get yourself right, you do this, become the feminine woman for you first. The man is the byproduct. The man is not the reason why you're here. He is the byproduct. If you do these things, you're not in a hurry to get married. Yeah. And so people would always ask me, how do you do what you do?
Time out. Z Cruz, I got to bring that comment back in, right? I got to bring it in because I think this is relevant to what we're listening to right now. The man is the byproduct of a woman being dope and the best chick out there, right? As long as let me break down exactly what she just said. And you guys in the chat, right? You let me know if this sounds familiar, right? So you got to divorce yourself from everything and you got to work on yourself to become that dope chick. And when you become that dope chick, a man is just a byproduct of you just becoming the person, right? You just putting on that work. Let me translate that, right? You work hard in your 20s, you become a high value man when you're 30s, and the girls are just going to come to you, right? Because you're this high value person. I don't know. Does that sounds kind of familiar to me now, doesn't it? Why are you espousing dating strategies that are meant for men, meanwhile talking about you never came up in a masculine, you were a feminine person, right? Why is the dating strategy you teaching out here basically a strategy that men are supposed to be doing? Like, why is that? You tell me. Because the way it sounds is you're telling women not to focus on what it is they need to focus on, but focus on themselves, right? In terms of go finding a man and figuring out how to become more feminine. No, focus on yourself. By the time you're yourself, you this dope chick, right? And we'll get into it too, by the way. We'll get into what she means by dope chick, right? We'll get into it. Because lead attorney, listen, bro, I'm telling you, all of a sudden, the high value men that she was setting her clients with are just going to come flocking in because you made yourself a high value dope chick, right? You got your own stuff. You're putting everything together. The men are just going to come because they're a byproduct. They see a chick who's on it. She got her degrees. She got her doctorate, master's, bachelor's, right? And now, just because she got all that, the man's going to come in and say, baby, god damn, them degrees, bro, the masters. I want you. I'm going to fight for you. Right? That's how that works? Some of you successful ladies out there that buy this boss mentality, let me know if that works out for you. Let's continue.
I said, because I am a walking example of what I See, people
And
think
she's
that
right.
the man is the validator. Although I love you guys, I love a man. Just the way y'all walk and how y'all smell and just all of that, right?
Time out. When I heard this, bro, like when I saw her say this, I was like, yo, this energy she's saying this shit with is so fake. Like, let me hold up, y'all. Let me go back here. Let me go back here to after the glasses come off. What time are we at? So we go 7:13. She's talking for about a couple seconds here. Hold up, we'll go right over here. Let's do it right here. This is perfect. Let's pause it right here.
See, people think that the man is the validator. Although I love you guys, I love a man. Just the way y'all walk and how y'all smell and
hold
on, right?
I don't know why it froze.
But you're the byproduct. See, women would think or question me. She don't have a husband.
Hold on, we got it.
Because I wasn't supposed to have a husband while I was going through.
Hold up. Now it wants to pause. God damn it, we missed it, right? Because when she was talking about, oh man, y'all man out there, I just love y'all. Oh man, y'all man, y'all just so all that, huh? How many of y'all guys believe that? How many of y'all guys believe that was genuine, right? Y'all man, y'all just you're irresistible. Oh, let's play it again.
If you do these things, you know you're not in a hurry to get married.
Yeah.
And so people would always ask me, how do you do what you do when you're not married? I said, because I am a walking example of what I teach.
Yeah. Teaching every other woman to follow your footsteps. Let's go. Let's keep going.
See, women, people think that the man is the validator.
Hey, Z Cruz, I'm just saying, brother, I love you, but apparently you're a byproduct of a dope one, right? Because look at all these dope chicks we got out here, all these boss babes, right? And I don't know about you, but I don't see the dudes, a high value man, busting down their door trying to get with them. All right, I don't see that, April Mason. I see the opposite. So I don't know what you were teaching this woman, but I guarantee you the reason why you left that space is because every woman you were teaching got the exact same results you got, which is divorce, not knowing what the fuck's happening. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with divorce. I'm a divorcee. I'm a divorced man. Don't get me wrong, right? I get it, right? But the problem is with her, because listen, I'm divorced, but y'all see my mentality. I'm out here and I'm trying to get men and women together in the right way, right? That's what I'm out here to do, right? And she's divorced, but she's still replicating the exact same mistakes that got her in that mess in the first place, right? That's getting other women in the exact same mess that they're in the first place. That's the problem, right? Like we talk about Brittany Renner, the exact same thing. The exact same thing. That's why this is a problem. Let's keep watching. Let's keep watching in slow-mo.
Although I love you guys.
Pay attention to this, y'all.
I love a man. Just the way y'all walk and how y'all smell and just all of that, right?
Hey. How many of y'all dudes out there believe, after just seeing that, how many of y'all believe that she was genuine? How many of y'all believe that shit was genuine, that she actually loves men? Because to me, when I heard that, and I heard that at regular speed, right? I'm listening, I'm like, wait, whoa. Something here, bro. Something seems off. Something seems real off about what she just said, bro. It don't make sense. She said it like she don't mean it. That's what this was. She said it like this don't mean. But hey, listen, I'm just here. I guess I'm just talking, right? I'm just saying, bro. You don't have to. You listen. You have to get up. Let me keep going. Let's keep this up.
Mm-hmm.
But you're the byproduct. See, women would think or question me. She don't have a husband. because I wasn't supposed to have a husband while I was going through developing who April was. If I would have been married
attention.
during that time, I would have been divorced.
This is when the manifestation bullshit starts to come in, right? This is when all that manifestation nonsense starts to seep in, right? I wasn't supposed to have a man. I wasn't, right? That was the reason why I got divorced. The reason I divorced my man, it wasn't the man divorced him, okay? Because what does Kevin Samuels and y'all ladies get pissed that he spits out those facts, right? But he talks about 80% of people in the black community, the women are leaving, right? That's basically it, right? The women are leaving. She chose to leave her relationship. Now, circumstances, it is what it is, right? But you chose, right? And your reasoning is because it wasn't the right time for me. No, it's not the right time for me. And guess what? As long as I spend that time and I'm working on myself, I won't even be thinking about all this, relationships and all that. You are teaching mating habits that are supposed to be for guys to women. You are teaching women how to be more masculine. God damn, dog. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Or are people more easily swayed by bullshit? Is that me? And y'all want to come over here, call me a hater, call me a cloud chaser, fine. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying, I'm trying to protect y'all brothers and sisters from yourselves, okay? And from wrong think like Miss Chameleon over here. Let's continue.
Again.
Let me go back though. Let me jump out.
Before Lee gets into it, let me go ahead and get into these super chats real quick. Jennifer Grover, shout out to you, girl. How you doing? Hey guys, I'm really loaded. I have to go to bed right now, but I want to show my appreciation for your content. I love you guys. I love you too, Jennifer. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate it. Z Cruz, thank you for the $5 super chat. You got me. I didn't give her enough time to talk. My bad. Hey, listen, brother. It's all good over here. It's all good. I get it. Listen, this is why it's important that we cover women like this, right? Because women like this, they're really good. A lot of black men have been taken down by women like this. You don't believe me? Wait till we go into what we're about to go into next. All right. A lot of black men have been taken down by women like this. The reason why is because these women, right? Because I told y'all, she took off the glasses, right? The Mickey Mouse glasses are gone. Now she's being real. Look at Lee's face. He's about to call around, right? She is showing her true self right now. Them glasses came off. The fakeness came off. Z Cruz, it's not your fault, right? Because what's easy, especially women who are good manipulators, who are good liars, right? Who are good narcissists, right? The narcs, like she likes the women like to throw the woods around, right? The good narcissists, they know how to say things and phrase things in a way to get guys who are not used to dealing with bullshit to basically buy into it, right? So Z Cruz, I don't blame you, because you can sit here and you can listen to her initially when she's talking about, right? You can listen to what she's talking about. It sounds like she's a sensible woman. She looks sensible, and she sounds like she's taking accountability for her actions, right? And then you give her the rope. And when you give her the rope, then the bullshit starts. And then you start to see why she left the dating community for women. Nah, bitch, it wasn't because the women weren't getting the results because they were too entitled. It's because they were getting the bad information from you. But it's already over with because she already fucked over the black women and then turned around and blamed them for the reason why they're not successful, and then took the bag and ran off. Now she's coming over here because she knows there are a bunch of gullible simps out here, and I'm a woman. Yep, that's right. I'm a woman, and what I'm going to do is convince all of these simps that I'm here for them, right? Just like I convinced all the black women that I'm here for them, right? And then I left them 10 years later, right? But I'm here for the men now because the men are really suffering. Really, April Mason. Is that how this shit works now? I wasn't born yesterday.
Because that sounds deep. I've never heard anybody say that. When you say men are the byproduct, can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Okay, sure. What I mean by men is the byproduct doesn't mean that we don't
the fake
need
glasses
you.
came on.
What it means is when you become a dope woman for yourself first, the type of man that you want will easily come along. So the man is the byproduct of you becoming a dope woman. You don't become a dope woman for the man. And so that's why a lot of men say, well, when I got with her, after I got her locked in, she changed. Yes, because she only was that to get you. She did not become that. So in my dating academy, I used Teach Me How to Date as the bait. That was the sugar to get them in there. Women that actually did the work in my dating academy will tell you my whole life changed. My money changed. I got that promotion on my job. So I just had to use the man as the bait, get them to know themselves better.
Time out. This is getting bad. Hey, so the results the women were telling you after your academy, right? It wasn't because, hey, listen, April Mason, thank you so much. I found me a husband. No, it's I got me that promotion. I got me that job. Thank you, April. I appreciate you. My life, I became richer after dealing with you. Great. That is fantastic. I don't see a ring, though. I don't see any of that ish. So when we're talking about the lack of success that she does not have, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Let's continue.
Because women aren't doing that for real. Yes, women are going to more conferences. Yes, women are picking up more, books to read, but they're not doing the hard work to transform. It's difficult to go through the emotional pain.
What hard work to transform into what? Your academy is teaching them how to make more money. Wait, time the fuck out. How? What do you mean the work? They're doing the work, all right. That's the work you told them to do. And they becoming boss babes. They becoming successful. That's right. But then you gonna turn around and say they're not doing the hard work. God damn, bro. Like, listen, bro. I'm going to conferences now. I'm going to more conferences, right? None of that has anything to do with helping black women get themselves a man. And yet, she's out here come teach y'all. Oh, y'all dudes out here. Hey, y'all better pay attention. Y'all better pay wise the hell up right now, because y'all gotta you are looking at a phony, a fraud, a female fake. That's what you're looking at right here. She put the glasses back on. She already know. Oh, it's on my side a little bit. Gotta put it back on. I look like I know what I'm talking about. Let me go full this new right quick. That's what this is. Like, listen, if you can't see through this bullshit already, I don't know what else to tell you.
Pain that come with change. I had to realize I wasn't as dope as I thought I was. I'm like, oh, I'm fine, but that was on the outside. Your end result will always tell you how dope or how dope you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Time out. What was your end result, April? Right, because the end result would tell you how dope you're not. And clearly, the end result for you quit the community that you built and made profit off of for over a decade. Right, you left them, and then you're over here, and then blaming them for their fault. Right, it's their fault that you left them. Right? It's their fault. They fucked up, and you sitting here spewing this. Come on, dog. Who doesn't see through this shit already? Like, who doesn't?
Men are the byproduct, because the more dope a woman becomes, maybe the better the man that she can pull can be. Like, I resonate with that. I think I like that. But then when you kept going, you were talking about making money more on their job, women getting these promotions, and that's where a lot of men would be like, well,
okay, let me explain that.
Okay,
I'll explain it to you. So this is what I mean. I teach living a feminine lifestyle. Living a feminine lifestyle means even when you go to work, your energy is you're dominant in the feminine, not necessarily the masculine all day. So although we have several family businesses, and I'm the CEO of a couple of them, and then I have a 27-year-old daughter, and my 25 and 23-year-old sons, they run the business with me as well. However, I intentionally only give 10 to 15% of my masculine energy to my business every day. Mm-hmm. That means I'm allowing myself a cap so that I can make sure that I am not thrown.
I'm sorry, y'all. We got the ads again. I promise next stream we'll get the premium for this account. We'll get the premium, guys. We will.
Myself as
shit, no ads. All right, we good.
There's nothing wrong with a woman being successful at all. It's how she operates in the energy of her success.
Right. Do you think there's a risk in becoming successful? For example, let's just take a quick look at what you were saying, that you're starting to see a lot more. You were saying, well, however, the majority of women that come to you have realistic.
This is going on Is that actually a thing? Can women dial their masculinity up or down? Because the way I see it, you either are or you're not. Listen, if I go into a job and there's only a woman who's being 10% the energy I need to get the job done, that's not gonna cut it, right? So you can't be both. That's crazy. But let me know if that's possible, right? Can a woman turn on and turn off her femininity? Ladies, now's a chance to speak up. Let me know.
Expectations. Then you were saying the selfishness, fake everything. They think they should be chosen because they have a vagina and for the good looks. The entitlement, just not knowing the difference between being a woman and a wise woman, not knowing how to be versus do, thinking that being a feminine woman is weak or a pick-me, placing blame and not taking responsibility or accountability for the choices that they've made in men. And do you think that this is also a byproduct of women becoming more dope? Now they're saying, hey, well, I can now have expectations that are higher, maybe to the extent that they're unrealistic. Maybe I don't want to take blame for anything because I'm so dope. Do you see this as a risk of being more dope?
It's only a risk when women use those things as their validator.
That's the problem, April Mason. Because a lot of women, when they do get these degrees, they do get these they become dope. That becomes their validator. And you're saying the problem is when women start to use that as their validator. Well, that's literally the byproduct of becoming dope, right? Because I'm dope, now I'm validated. Now I need other people to validate me. Listen, man, I want to see them receipts. April Mason. Because right now, it seems like you talking some bullshit right now. That's what this is. This is some bullshit ass logic, okay? Because listen. I don't even how the hell does that even make sense? How? That is definition. Listen, if anything, the byproduct of a woman becoming dope is that she's gonna wield that dope as a goddamn bat and bludgeon every single dude that doesn't match up to what she thinks that she deserves in her own goddamn head. That's the problem. That's the real reason guys are complaining today. It's because we got a lot of dope chicks, but a lot of dudes right now ain't trying to wife up dope chicks. April Mason. Y'all see how she got the glasses back on, adjusting the shirt? Oh, the heat's coming on now. And here's the thing. The lead at this point in time doesn't really know a whole lot about April Mason, right? He doesn't know a whole lot about that, right? And in the later video we're going to get to, Kevin Samuels even acknowledges this. He doesn't know, but he's questioning her because the logic that she's talking about don't make sense. None of it makes any sense.
Complete opposite. See, my success, like everybody was like, oh my God, I saw you at the Rick Ross Boss Up conference. You were like right in the front. How did you paid $25,000 to get into the room, right? Yeah, I did. I was one of the 5 women.
Yeah. How are you so successful? How do you get all this, right? Mind you, she's a dating coach, right? I didn't know she was a coach to help people get money. I didn't know that. I thought she was out here helping black women. But you notice the success she's listing isn't the results that she got for her clients and getting XYZ married or anything like that. I'm not hearing any of that. It's, I made it to this conference. I bossed up. I'm this, I'm that. This is all the masculine nonsense that is putting a lot of modern women in trouble. We know why you left the space for 10 years. Because this shit ain't helping no girl find no man. And thanks for telling us how much of a goddamn gullible person you are. Paying $25,000 to be in a room with Rick Ross, right? Somebody whose name was stolen from a person who actually was Rick Ross, who lived the real lifestyle, right? Instead, you pay $25,000 to sit in a room with a fat fraud, pretend to be a gangster. That's what you did. Well, birds of a feather flock together. So we already know the bullshit you want, April Mason. We already know. But there's no successful relationships that she's listing off. It's all about bossing up, being successful with the money, the bag. Y'all notice a pattern here? So excuse the fuck out of me if I'm being overly critical here, because she's coming in to this space to tell y'all dudes, y'all goddamn dudes who will fall for a face and Mickey Mouse glasses over here, right? To convince you that she's here to help. Nah, bruh, she's here for them pockets. Let's play a little bit, and then we'll get into Kevin Samuels.
Maybe 40, 50 men. My resources got me in the room. Kept me in the room.
How? No.
Two different things.
No. The $25,000 you paid kept you in that goddamn room. The fuck you talking about? The fuck you? I can't, dog. I can't. And y'all hearing this? And y'all hearing this? Nah, woman, your femininity keep you in that room. That 25 grand, you paid the price of a new Honda, all right, or used Honda, right? That's what you paid. The price of a freaking Civic to get in that room. Talking about your femininity kept you in there. Ain't no femininity keeping you in that room. That money kept you in that room, right? And then they kicked you out when what your time you paid for, it was over with, and then you go. What femininity are you talking about, bro? You are. Oh God damn, bro, I can't.
Right. So a woman can be successful, and I advocate for women to be successful because a lot of our mothers, although they were more on the submissive side, we don't talk about the abuse that they were dealing with at the hands of the men back then, right? Because they didn't have any resources to say, you know what, I'm going to leave this abuse. I'm going to leave, whether it's emotional, mental, abuse. I'm not really being loved. I'm just being provided for, but at what cost? So there is that balance. It's not this or that. It's this and that. So a lot of times people want us to go back to our, the women back in the 40s and 50s. I don't want us to go back there in all ways because we were not treated equally as far as human beings. I don't think men and women are equal from the same. I think we are both equal human beings, but even God created us to where we are different, and our differences is what makes us drawn to one another. But I have no problem with a woman being in business or being a successful woman. It's how she does what she does. That's why I trademarked the feminine CEO. That means I'm a woman.
You need to trademark it, the feminine Fresh Prince CEO. Because you spitting a whole lot of falsehoods out here. That's what you spitting. But I would agree with her, right? A lot of the guys in this Manosphere space right now, right? A lot of the guys who are following this right now, right? Listen. I agree. A lot of guys in the Manosphere space, they think that shit should go back into the 30s or the 40s or how women should be. Listen. That's not happening. The cat's out of the box. It's not going back. And I do agree with her. A lot of women, when you give someone that kind of amount of power over you, a lot of guys did abuse it at that point in time. So no, that's not going back. So a lot of you guys talking about women should be at home in the kitchen. Listen, man, you need to go out and figure out how to put that woman to work or have her go out there and work. That's what it is, right? But you need to figure out how to adapt to the new dating market, new dating environment, right? The days where guys got to provide or majority of guys were providing for their woman, that's gone. Right? That's only to the elite. That's only given to the elite right now. The people who can afford to get married, right? And with a lot more stuff that you have to lose, you're down there ready to stay together a lot longer, right? Not in these petty bullshit to split you apart. But she's right. I agree with her, right? But it's one of those things. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? If you agree, then why are you disagreeing? Because I can't hold two different thoughts in my head at the same time. I can know when somebody's on some bullshit and also know when they spitting facts. That's how I know I can agree and disagree. I disagree with her because I don't think she understands the value of what she's saying. I don't think she understands that. That's what I'm disagreeing with. I think she's saying things that she thinks that guys want to hear, but we over here, we see through a pretty face and Mickey Mouse glasses. All right? We see through that. I don't know if she thought the bigger glasses make you sound smarter. I don't know if that's what she was thinking, but brothers over here, especially as the Manosphere space still keep growing, it's getting easier to suss this stuff out. All right. So now you're asking, whoa, why are you coming at her so hard? Duke, you're wrong. Why are you coming at her so hard? All right. So listen, before she said what, hold up, before I pull this up, she said she was a dating coach for women, right? So what I want to show y'all, because after this popped off, right? After this whole thing popped off, a lot of guys in the Manosphere got a hold of this, right? They were not having it. What you talking about? What is this? What is all nonsense? We already know who you were, right? To the guys who didn't figure it out before then, they definitely knew now, right? Especially if she kept on talking. But the guys who knew April Mason, before any of that, right? Before even the lead attorney knew what was going on, right? They said, you can't trust this woman, lead. You can't trust her. She's a man hater, right? And even when lead was in the conversation with her, right? Lead couldn't understand what in the hell was happening. He's like, why y'all being so mean? She's being very genuine, right? Like, what's going on, right? Kind of like you, Z Cruz, right? You're like, hey, she sounds like she's taking accountability. Like, I don't seem to know what the problem is. Well, let me show y'all, okay? Because I found one of these videos. It was last year, right? Because she said, her transformation to becoming a masculine coach now, to coach all simps out there, right? Is because what happened was a 2 year in the making, right? This video I'm about to show y'all was last year. So y'all let me know after hearing this, and from what y'all heard after she just got done with the lead, if this ain't the same kind of woman. And you let me know if she's changed, because she said herself, it's hard for people to change. You damn right. But let's see if you did. Let's play it.
I hear you, but women got to bring something to the table. That's where you men miss it. A woman does not have to bring finances to the table for a man that says, I want to marry you, but I need your money to take care of you. A woman is the table. A woman's feminine energy does ignite you. It's the fact that she is a woman.
A woman is the table. Hey, this was in 2019, baby. A woman is the table. All right. And notice all she's talking about is, like, right now is just money, right? What she was talking about on the lead, her success stories and whatnot, was all about money. So now we talk about what women brings to the table. Oh, she's acting like men want women who make a shit ton of money. That's what she's acting like in this video right now. So I'm sorry if y'all still think I'm on some bullshit, but she just said that a woman is the table. So let's continue. For those of y'all right now in the chat, and listen, I don't care if you disagree with me. I welcome disagreement. I don't want y'all becoming stans on this channel. Let's just be real. I don't want y'all. Let me not catch one of y'all standing or fanboying out here. If y'all got disagreements, let me know. Let me know. But I'm coming in here with the receipts. This is her in 720p, all right, or maybe 480p, right? Basically saying women are the table. So let's continue. Let's learn what women bring to the table, or what we already know, they bring the table to the table. So let's see what the men actually brings to the table if the woman is the table. Let's see what the men does, right? Let's pay attention.
With some sense, a woman that can guide, a woman that can nurture, a woman that's resilient, a woman that's resourceful. All you men that out here talking about she got to bring something to the table, and you're looking for a woman to bring money to the table, you're looking for a roommate is what you're looking for. I've never had a man or ever dated a man that needed me for money, that needed me. What I brought to the table had nothing to do with finances. What made them fall in love with me, what made them want to marry me, had nothing to do with money, because I was attracting them like that wanted me. They had millions of dollars and I had no money. They didn't want me for that. But what they saw was, I'll give y'all this quick story. I was 25 at the time, 3 babies. I didn't have a lot. I was living kind of sort of in the hood. I met this man. He had the #1 jazz station on the radio at the time. And he saw the woman that I am today in me then. I just was
3 kids at the age of 25, finds a guy that was into her, right? So not the fact of you're a woman with 3 kids, right? And this is actually testament to the fact that all the stuff that you hear in the Manosphere space about guys, don't wife up single moms, don't do this. Hey, it happens, all right? And when y'all get mad at me for calling cap on some of these dudes talking about, oh, you can't date a single mom. Nah, bruh. Dudes do that all the damn time. Ain't nobody care about that shit. That's not a big factor, all right? You say don't date single moms. Men are going to date single moms. It is what it is, all right? And in this case, she got wifed up.
Wasn't wise enough to marry him when he asked. I was like, I don't want to marry him. I had all of this extra mouth, right? But he didn't need me for no money. And I remember when I turned 40, he inboxed me on Facebook. He said, hey, babe. He said, it's been a minute. He said, but the woman that you are today is the woman that I saw you at when you were 25, which is why I wanted to marry. He said, I saw all you needed was a stable home. You needed somebody to love on you and protect you. And you might have gotten to where you are a lot sooner. He said, and I said, well, what was it that you wanted from me? He said, you inspired me to whatever this thing you got, it inspired me to want to go bigger and better. He said, it's your mind. It was your.
Hey, how many of y'all dudes out here right in the chat, right? Y'all feel empowered by hearing this. Y'all feel empowered to do better than her. I feel empowered, all right. I feel empowered because now you want to compete? Hey, we'll compete. I feel empowered to compete against your ass because you giving off some major masculine energy right now, baby. That's what it is. This is what's happening right now. This is her in the past. This is her in the past, and you can watch her 2-year transformation, right, into what she's trying to speak today. I'm going to ask y'all this right now. Do you see a difference between what she's saying right here to the bullshit that she was spitting on the lead attorney show? The exact same thing. The exact same thing is what I'm seeing. So let's continue.
Energy. He said you didn't even know what you were walking in when you were 25. He said that's why I wanted to marry you. And he told me, he said, I don't believe I would be as sick as I am now if we would have got married because of the type of nurturing woman that you are. So for me, I never dated men that needed me for money. Even when I was broke, I never dated men. I don't even attract men that need me for money. I had one tell me recently, April, I don't care about how much money you got. How can you amplify what I got? So for me.
What niggas were you dealing with, bro? You know what this sounds like? You remember when Fresh was telling that story about how he had a threesome at that fake basketball party, right? And he expected people to believe this. This sounds major cap to me, bro. Like this man sounds like he doesn't exist. So even after he didn't get the box because you turned him down, meanwhile you were a mother of 3 kids at the time, right? That's how great. You were a single mom of 3 kids at the time. You met this high value man, right? And he didn't want you for your money. He just wants you because a woman from the hood inspires him to do more. I'll wait. I will wait because all I'm hearing right now, I didn't hear not one feminine quality come out of here. It's all about money. And guess what? The question is when he asks what you bring to the table, and her rebuttal is about the money. So I'm sorry, bro. We already know where this chick's mindset's at, and that's all that boss mentality nonsense. That's where this is at right now. There's no difference between who the woman is talking than the woman who basically, this is while she was getting ready to screw over these women that she's coaching, right? Because this is what she's telling them. Hey, no man dated me for my money, right? No man wait for my money. All right, I'm just out here. What man, unless for dudes, and you know what? It doesn't make sense because you live in the hood, right? Dudes in the hood that you live in there, yeah, they'll come at you for your money and they'll sling that D. They'll make you hooked, baby. That's what they'll do, right? They'll swing that thing around because you gotta take care of them, right? Shit, that's what it is. So they'll do it because they know that you got the money to pay them. So they're looking for money from you, right? But dudes who actually out there who make themselves men, that's not what they're looking for. And you're supposed to be teaching women how to get high value men. How are you supposed to teach women how to get high value men when you're talking about, these guys, they're just looking for me for my money? That's not what high value men are all about. That's what great value men are all about. They're all about your money.
I just don't attract those kind. So a lot of men equate a woman bringing something to the table as money. Not my men. They don't. Because they don't need me for that. They already have that. And they don't need no 50-50. And no, they don't need me to go have. What they need me for is the feminine essence. They need my presence. They need my enlightenment, my insightfulness, my wisdom, my femininity, my sensuality, my classiness, my ability to strategize, my ability to create. That's what they needed from me. And all of the sexy choppiness on their own.
Her ability to strategize, her ability to create all these masculine things that make me feminine. All of this. That's what all these high value men, that's what they wanted from me. I'm a creator. I'm a businesswoman. I'm a leader. That's what I am. All these men, all these millionaires, they want me because I can help them build. This is no different from what we are hearing from most modern women who are struggling in the dating market right now, particularly sisters that look like you, child. We're going to play a little bit more of this nonsense.
Too. They like that too. But they didn't need me for no money. They needed me as the inspiration or the muse that ignited whatever they needed to go out there and go get it. They needed me to keep the home peaceful. They needed to be able to say, babe, you know, I need to come, I'm gonna come home and lay on your lap. I need some peace. They needed the fact that I like catering. They needed those things. By me being the woman that I am, it made them want to give me everything. But I didn't need to give them no money. They ain't never asked me for no money. But I would say, babe, what you doing this week? Oh, nothing. I just got us some tickets to go on the cruise. I would do that. You got us tickets? Yeah. My last relationship, he said, April, the fact that you don't ask for nothing makes me want to give you everything. That's why women out here looking for these men with all of this money to buy handbags and all that. When you got your own ish, it makes them want to give you everything because now they know you in it for them and not what they can just do for you.
That's bullshit. That is bull fucking shit. All right, listen, we got girls out here who living their best life, getting all that money, and guess what? They still is entitled as a motherfucker, because that's how you know this bullshit is just an excuse, all right? You still preaching that same boss babe mentality that you end up fucking up and slipping up on Lee Attorney's show, acting like you changed, like you a changed woman. Get that bullshit out of here. Weak and sense fakeness.